Well, Matt, we are live, and as you can see, there's only two of us right now. But here, I'll make it better.
There he is.
Josh is here now. Here, wait, ready. What's going on, guys? Welcome to. Anyway,
okay. We don't know. Maybe he'll join us later. Who knows? Like
maybe he might. He ran into some unforeseen circumstances. Don't know what's going on, but he said that he hopes to join us later as we talk more cruising. Josh knows, though, without him here, we might go into the Chris Jericho rock and wrestling rager at sea.
There's a lot of cruises we can actually talk about.
We might turn this into an AEW Revolution review show. MJF CM Punk was the best match ever.
That's probably why, because as everybody knows, Dave and I are big wrestling fans. Josh is definitely not.
And he finally watched UFC by what I hear.
And we talked about in our chat about what we were going to do tonight. We brought up wrestling, and that might be why Josh is not joining us tonight.
I mean, I could have worn my Young Bucks shirt. I wore it last week, didn't I?
You did.
Okay. Anyway. All right. So let's go ahead and get this party started with a bang. Welcome to the Go Gal Getaways webcast / podcast. I'm Dave Adams. That is Matt. Just Matt.
That's Matt.
Josh hopefully will join us later. We are with Go Gal Getaways travel agency. And hey, who are we? Well, we are a full-service vacation planner specializing in Disney vacations, cruises, and so much more. We have travel planners who have been all over the world and can help you plan your next trip, whether you have big kids, small kids, no kids, or adult kids like myself. We can help you plan your next vacation, and we are an authorized Disney Vacation Planner.
Yes, we are. A couple things we also want to talk about, Dave, is we have a new survey for the month of March.
Yes, we do.
It should be down in the comments. Not the what is it? What's that? The description. Sorry, I'm not.
Hit that bell. Give us a like.
Yeah, I got to get used to those terms. New survey. It's all about cruising, so it actually coincides with what we're going to talk about tonight a little bit. We want to get some feedback from you guys about what you like about cruising, what you don't like about cruising. Is cruising your vacation, or do you have other plans? So make sure to hit that survey. Sponsorships, Dave. We are always, like every week, we are sponsored by Learn to Cook with Adam. Learn to cook new and exciting dishes each week from the comfort of your home. Who doesn't like cooking via Zoom? Like that's just
fun.
It's
fun. A lot of fun.
Adam is a celebrity chef who's been featured on Food Network's Chopped and Restaurant Express. Right now he is back on sabbatical. Yeah, he's hopefully we can get some new episodes coming up soon. Maybe some theme park stuff like he did with Josh during
that was fun.
The middle of the pandemic. You got the picture? You got to show the Ronto.
I've got to show where he drops his food. That was a Ronto wrap that he dropped all on the floor. And I wish they'd pan up because you can't see where I'm pointing. But so if we show the video again, I was the one right under him. I was the screen right under him.
So you took the Ronto wrap right off the forehead.
Yeah, I took the Ronto wrap right off the floor.
So my favorite part about that, so that actually video is me. I wasn't in the class. Somebody told me about that, and I found it, copied it, and made sure that like we could use it for
good
future. When in doubt, you got to make fun of Josh just a little bit.
Exactly. Oh, and by the way, Eric is here. Happy birthday, Eric.
Happy birthday, Eric.
Hey, it's your birthday. Okay. Happy birthday. Okay. Anyway. So what else we got going on?
Oh, no, so pretty much anybody, he actually does private classes too. You can reach out to Adam at adamgoldgell@gmail.com.
I had it out there for a long time. And
you got it? Bam.
Yeah, there you go. And then you also have his website,
adamgoldgell.com, and
or
the Chef the Digitator.
The Digitator.
It took me a while. The Chef the Digitator.
Chef to Digitator. Do we know what that means?
No.
Okay.
I think on his website it actually says, but I don't know. Did you know that he's a very good magician as well?
I knew he was a good artist. I didn't know he was a good magician.
Artist. Adam is just very well rounded.
He is well rounded. That's awesome. All right. So we also, we talk travel on here. We're sponsored by somebody that makes food, but we talk travel. And what do we have coming up in less than 150 days now?
No, like I looked today, we are at 130.
130 days away
130
from this.
Yeah. So we are having a big group cruise, 7-night Alaskan cruise out of Seattle on July 15th, 2022. This year, finally, it is here. We're going to be doing a lot of sea day, a lot of stuff on the sea days, exploring the ports of call, which are Ketchikan, Skagway, Juneau, and Victoria, British Columbia.
I wish I could pause the video.
Oh, no, don't embarrass him anymore. Can't embarrass him when he's not here.
Why? Okay.
And from my understanding, a lot of the people that are in that picture that people are looking at right now are gonna be on this trip as well, which is awesome. A lot of carryover from that pre-COVID group cruise they did. I know we got all kinds of excursions, whale watching. I know Dave and I are going on a crab feast getaway. A crab feast getaway. I'm going panning for gold.
Awesome.
What else? I know some people are doing some glacier walks.
Val says 127 days until she hits Seattle.
I gotta do my math. So Tuesday.
27.
We're going to be doing a lot of stuff on the ship too. Everything from bar crawls. We're obviously going to hit up the Bionic Bar. You can't go on a Royal Caribbean cruise that has the Bionic Bar and not go there many times.
Here's a question for you.
What do you got, my man?
So, I just was on the Ovation of the Sea, not the Ovation, the Odyssey of the Seas a couple months ago.
Yep.
Does my selection from the Bionic Bar on the Odyssey follow my Royal Caribbean app, and will it follow me to the Ovation, or will I have to make a whole new one?
I don't know. Maybe that's something we can ask Josh, because I think he's been on multiple Royals now since.
That would be a good question to ask.
That would be something we can find out. We're going to be doing bumper cars. We're going to be doing
karaoke,
trivia. There's going to be a lot of stuff on the ship that you can do with us, or you can just go out and do your own thing. That's fine too. But we still have room on this cruise. Anybody interested in coming? Events at gogalgetaways.com. Subject. No info. Get rid of info.
Okay.
I don't want to get yelled at tonight. No emails.
What about that one?
Yeah, you can put yours.
Can I have that one up there?
Dave, yeah, so Dave can get some.
Yeah.
Subject, Alaskan vacation. And like I said, Dave, I come in on Wednesday of that. I'm going to do a lot of sightseeing.
A lot of stuff in your face.
I'm really concerned. My concern for this place. So if anybody's no, definitely not backing out. I'm just concerned that I'm going to be making a 20-minute Uber ride for a place that's the size of sits probably 20 people. And it reopens for the first time. People don't know what we're talking about Beth's Cafe, which is just in Seattle. It's a popular diner that does a 12-egg omelet. Yes, I said 12-egg omelet. I'm going to challenge myself to give that a go.
It. In the words of the great Adam Sandler movie, Waterboy, you can do it.
Leading up to that trip, we're going to probably put up a survey on the Go Gal.
Yeah,
Val, it's okay. Tuesday, Wednesday, it works. Either one.
Math? What's maths?
Yeah, math doesn't count. But I'm excited about that trip. I know a good portion of us. I know Dave, myself, we're all going to go to hit Disneyland after it. Rumor on the street is some people are hitting up Vegas afterwards. Going to go lose some cash.
You never know. They might gain some cash.
Might gain some cash in the casino on Royal Caribbean and go lose it in Vegas. But this is going to be a great trip. Really excited about it.
There's another trip too.
2023, Japan.
March 26th to March 31st. and then possibly some dates after that. March. Hey, I'm going to go through the itinerary. We haven't done this yet.
Yeah, we haven't really got into it since we had that first episode with Marianne and the bell in the background.
Yeah, exactly, because her computer kept ding, ding, ding. Anyway, March 26th, the first day is your opportunity to explore the city solo on your own. We know not everyone may arrive at the same time, but there will be a Facebook group to talk about it. March 27th, we're going to the Meiji Shrine, the Shinjuku Gardens, the Cherry Blossoms, we'll say it that way. I can't speak Japanese, and the Anakusa Kana Temple. Guided stops at Nakasami Shopping Arcade with free time to shop and eat, and your breakfast is included in that day. March 28th, an excursion to Mount Fuji. We're going to take a cable car ride, and you will have a beautiful panoramic view of the lake there. There's no way I'm going to try pronouncing that lake because it would just
sound it out.
Kawaguchi, I think. That day, breakfast and lunch will be included. March 29th, visit to Team Lab Borderless, which is a digital art museum. Let me find the video for this because this looks awesome. Do we not put it on here anymore?
I think it was just a quick.
Yeah, it's not there anymore.
Quick shot we had of it.
It looks amazing. Just do yourself a favor and just Google Team Lab Borderless in Japan. It's amazing. You get to explore that afternoon or evening. You do a culinary tour. March 30th, it's all about you again. You get to explore where you want to go. We will say MICKEY, see you later. But on the 31st, some of us will be going to Disney Tokyo or Tokyo Disneyland and then Disney Sea. Hello, Melanie from Canada. We're sorry. I don't know. Anyway, maple syrup. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. All right, so there you go. That's our Japanese trip. And if you have any questions about that, events at GoGalGetaways.com and put in the subject line Japan trip, and we will help you out there.
Yeah. I know, Dave, we were talking over the past couple of days. I know a lot of people are probably here and kind of saw my posts and my little teaser about another group trip. We're going to hold off on that for now. I know, Dave, I talked about, I can see Michelle Snyder in the chat right now. I know that's probably the only reason she's here tonight is she was expecting another major announcement for maybe the summer portion of 2023. I'm not ready to make that announcement yet. I have a couple of emails out to.
Weren't you making potatoes and when you were talking about that?
No hints.
Okay.
No hints. Yeah, we're going to Idaho.
Oh, okay.
Idaho.
Okay.
Yep. But hopefully next week I'll have some emails and more. Yeah. See, now I'm getting yelled at. Hopefully I'll have more information on that. And I know a lot of people here are we're anxiously awaiting that, and these people they haven't got back to me yet.
You just got to keep them. You got them hooked. And now you just got to keep reeling in and let the line out just a little bit. Keep reeling it back in. Just
let's just say when I make this announcement. And I think Dave knows exactly where the plan is.
Yeah.
I want to say Eric has an idea where the plan is. Pam definitely knows where it is because I've talked to her. Josh and Taylor do not know where it is.
Wait, I've scooped.
You scooped Josh.
Wow.
And Ashley and Kat, who were actually with me over the weekend when we discussed this. So hopefully next week I'll be able to give more of a formal announcement of this possible upcoming another group trip.
Next week you won't have me to talk with them.
Let's go.
Hey. All right, so this is now a solo podcast. I'm actually going down to enjoy some of the food at the Flower and Garden Festival this week. I'll be there. Actually, we're leaving tomorrow. and then I'll get to enjoy some of the wonderful food, which I know Josh did last week. I've yet to see his video on it.
Yeah, we're still waiting to hear the. Did he have funnel cake for us? Did he not have
he
funnel
didn't.
cake?
You know he didn't. Although you sent us this picture of the most mouth-watering.
Oh yeah, I did. I forgot about
that. The strawberry cheesecake funnel cake.
Like I know some people don't like funnel cake. I'll say it. It's not in my top like 10, but I eat that.
Oh yeah, here, hold up. Let me see if I can share this with you guys, and let me just see how crazy Josh Rippey is for not liking this. Share screen, Chrome tab, not Chrome tab. Look at that thing. Look at that. It's a strawberry shortcake funnel cake. Do you know how amazing that is?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Did he try the goat cheese popsicle?
That's the thing. We're still waiting to hear back from Josh. Has kind of been off the radar a little bit for the last couple of days, which is not a big deal.
It's all right.
So we really haven't had a chance to really get the inside scoop on.
Yeah. We got a question here, Melanie. Josh and Taylor. Taylor's probably asleep by now, but Josh is going to come on. He says he is. He's running a little late tonight, but he will be on later. But you get to enjoy our beautiful voices and faces for a while. But anyway. All right, so we got some news and some rumors to talk about, Matt.
Yeah.
There's been a rumor. Well, this isn't a rumor anymore. We don't know an exact date.
Right.
But the Disney, I think it was the CEO of Magic Kingdom, or maybe just the parks, on a conference call yesterday said, very soon you will get to hug your favorite princess or character again. I'm hoping
now it's just a matter of what does soon mean?
I'm hoping soon means Thursday.
When you sent me that, I totally forgot. I thought you had like an inside scoop, and I forgot that you were actually going down there. But
yeah,
I got a feeling it's coming sooner than later. Obviously, soon means soon. This is a good thing.
Yeah, we heard the dining plan was coming back soon, about a year and a half ago, though.
Yeah, I think that's just. I think it's easier to bring back characters than it would bring back the dining plan right now, because especially with the dining restaurants are still not 100%, and not all of them are open yet. Right? They're still missing probably I think 3 or 4. Yeah,
nothing.
None big. None of the big ones. All those are back. But I mean, that's big news, Dave. I mean, I know for a lot of our clients, that's the heart of their vacation right there, is the character interaction and getting a hold Mickey's hand or a hug Minnie. I mean, the interaction is what really makes. Did you just get the same text message I did?
I just got the same text. Josh might not be making it, y'all. But anyway, we're still going to have fun. Look, I get it. There, at least you finally get to go and see the princesses again right now. Right. My girls have made do and had fun even in this different time. They just know that it's a little different. They know it's not as fun as normal. But it's still the day they get to go up and hug their princess or Mickey Mouse again. I think that you're going to have trouble chiseling some of these kids off of those characters. Are we going to have like you got 5 seconds, kid, hug and go? Because, Disney always has this, the princesses are good at signing and kind of getting you off to the side. They're going to have to realize that they haven't gotten to be, the kids haven't gotten to hug their favorite characters in 2 years.
Right.
Are they going to give the kids a little bit extra time now that they come back?
Hope that would be the ideal situation, but I got a feeling we just kind of wait and see how it plays out. I think that's it. I know everybody can kind of get the idea of they want this to happen, this happen. Let's just wait and see what happens first.
Right.
When it exactly happens, how the setup is, and go from there. No judgments. Let's just be grateful and thankful for that we're going in the positive direction, and we get to get a little bit.
And oh, here we go. Amanda said there are going to be lots of happy tears. Let me ask this question: who's going to be crying more, the parents or the kids?
I'm going to say parents.
Yeah, I totally agree. And let's also start a side bet. Who will cry more, the kid in front of her or Taylor Rippey?
Taylor. Taylor by a lot. But like, obviously, like, COVID's hit everybody hard, emotionally and everything like that. We all understand that the last 2.5 years now. Is that what we're on?
Yeah.
In the littles, probably the little kids probably don't understand like what really is going on or what has happened. So they're just going to be able to get that interaction, and the parents are going to just have that little bit of relief of like their child's Disney's back to some sort of normalcy, because it's the park reservation things is still not normal to me, but it's going to be here to stay. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's not Disney of old. People are still a little upset about Genie Plus. You know what I mean? It's not fast passes. People just don't like change, and that's what it is. But with this whole the characters, it's 100% going to be the parents that are going to be more emotional over this than anybody else.
And Melanie's right. Yeah, right now there's separation with the rope character on one side of the other. You're right. But like we said earlier, they have actually said that you're going to get to hug your favorite character very soon. So what does soon mean? It's a 4-letter word that we don't know, but very soon. Fast Pass fam, I'm pretty sure the characters miss the guests just as much as we miss them too.
Exactly.
Sabrina, I cry seeing the castle every time. My kids make fun of me. Look, I'm with you. I am a 40-year-old man, and when I saw the castle for the first time after the pandemic, I teared up. When I got into Galaxy's Edge for the first time, and I saw the full-size mock-up of the Millennium Falcon, I cried. When I look, Matt, you're probably going to get to see this with me. When I see Sleeping Beauty Castle for the first time in July, I will probably bawl like a baby. Just saying.
And I'll make sure to get video of that so we can use it on the next episode of the podcast.
Oh, you will. Michelle, shoot, I cry when I see kids walk around the park with chocolate-covered faces, melty premium ice cream bars streaming down their little arms. I cry because that is a travesty to Mickey Premium bars. Lick that chocolate up. Anyway,
take advantage of that. So that's like, out of all the big news, we still have other news, but like, we've been holding off on that for a couple of days. We could have talked about it maybe last week, because word got out a little bit, but we held off.
Yep.
This one we've kind of held off on a little bit longer, probably about 3 weeks now.
Yeah, a lot longer, I think.
Please understand that this is still a rumor. It's a heavy rumor, though.
Yeah, but there have been 2 Disney executives who have sent an oopsie tweet and immediately deleted it. So I think it's okay if we talk about this now.
Yeah, definitely we can talk about it. Guardian of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind at Epcot is expected to open around Memorial Day weekend. And everybody that's probably in this watching this video they're all Disney fans. They probably all seen the same thing. We just didn't want to report on it until like we really got more of an understanding. But we're with it. Let's go. Let's talk it. I'm excited about this.
This is a roller coaster I have been super excited about seeing, because it's been rumored longer than Tron.
Yeah.
And so here's my thing. And here's my hot take.
Uh-oh.
I'm excited for the roller coaster, but I am saddened at my Epcot skyline is now gone. So this better be a daggum good roller coaster to mess up my Epcot skyline. because I'm used to seeing, when you're up there in the sky bucket, yeah, they painted it go away blue or
Right. Yeah.
whatever, but it still messes with my skyline when you see the ride building. I don't know. My jury is going to be out. So the roller coaster better wow me. Fast Pass fam, did I hear that all the cars might not be available when it does open? I haven't heard that rumor.
I haven't heard that yet either. Like, all we really want to do is kind of give like the rumor of like an opening date. We're not going to really pretty much dig deeper into it until we get exact information from Disney. Maybe you would think, I know Josh talked about it a couple weeks ago, just slightly, is hopefully there's a preview, some sort of preview for Florida AP.
How awesome would it be if there was AP preview in the next 3 or 4 days?
Man, you can't get everything.
No.
Like,
I could.
You can't.
Michelle, backwards anything makes me vomit, but I'll take 2 Dramamine and some Zofran because I'm riding this at least once. I want to see Michelle on Tron when it comes out.
Oh. But Dave, I'll tell you this: that Michelle actually just sent me a message. I think Michelle, have you caught on to where that possible trip might be?
Has she?
I don't know. I sent a picture. So hopefully, like maybe she'll catch on, maybe she won't. But
Bowling Green?
No. I went my favorite fighter.
Oh. Speaking of, and we're going to go down a rabbit hole real quick, but this is a fun rabbit hole. We've talked about this before on the podcast, so we have to talk about it now. Did you watch the video I sent you about the kabaddi rules?
I have not yet.
I sat there and watched it for 30 minutes, and me and my friend have actually figured out kabaddi.
Maybe you could start a team in Alabama.
Let's rehash and restart the national kabaddi team.
Knowing my athletic ability and the people around me, and looking at the people that were on the U.S. team, yeah, that's probably not anywhere.
It's not that bad, right?
But
anyway,
we do have more Disney news. This actually came out today.
Yeah.
Beginning March 26th this year. What's that? 2.5 weeks from now?
We're the 8th right now. So yeah.
I can't do math. I'm like Val. Doing math just doesn't work. The Safe Travels program for Hawaii will end. So that's no more COVID-related travel requirements for domestic guests traveling to Hawaii. As such, these requirements are no longer in place for guests traveling to Alani.
That is awesome.
Awesome. Be prepared, though. International guests must continue to follow travel requirements in place by the federal government, and travel requirements are always subject to change. So that's why we always say make sure you have a travel agent, due to the fact that they stay on top of those things for you.
And
Go Gal Getaways agent.
Guess what, Matt? And this is one thing that I think we need to have a separate show on, because what we found in our survey from last month, there are people out there that still think you have to pay extra for a travel agent.
Yeah, we were gonna do a whole. This probably would have been next week's episode, and we can kind of jump into this a little bit before we get into talking some cruise stuff. That is a lot of misconception that a lot of people have regarding travel agents. You guys are not technically paying us. We get paid from the company.
Yep,
it's the same price that you see on Disney is the same price that we're going to most likely quote you at.
But the difference is where you have to go in and say, oh, look, you got a different promotion. Crap, I got to call and get that changed. Or man, I need to find this dining reservation. I don't know how to get it. I have to work. I have to find, I don't have time to work. Refresh DisneyWorld.com 24/7. That's what we do.
Right. That's our job. If anybody's in Facebook groups right now, that's the world right now. Everybody's in social media. You guys know how these wait times are. These wait times on the phone are 2+ hours. I know I saw someone today, someone in one of my private groups got Was lucky, a 35-minute call. That's
Wow.
like, that's rolling the dice and getting real lucky. But like I've seen dining phone calls where you have to call in where it's been hours on end waiting.
Yep.
Would you rather do that, wait on the phone all day? Or would you rather have a travel agent do that for you?
Yeah,
would you rather us be up early at 7 a.m. Eastern time to make
6
your
a.m.
to make your dining reservations? Or would you rather sleep in a little bit? That's our job. We kind of get a little head start on some promotions that are coming out, so we can kind of be prepared for when they come out, so we know that we're going to give you the best price possible for your vacation.
And hey, guess what? We take time out of our busy weekends and our busy days and busy evenings with our family to listen to calls with some of these people. In fact, that's part of why we're doing what we're talking about, the cruising we're going to talk about tonight, because we had a team call with Virgin Cruises last night.
Right.
And we do that with Disney. We do that with a bunch of people. So we know what's coming out sometimes before the general public.
Right.
And we can make sure you guys get that wonderful thing as well. You like how it's paused for
you did
dramatic
good.
effect. Fast Pass fan. Just look at how long we were on hold to get Boo Bash tickets. 6+ hours.
I think I'm still on hold. That was insane. I was actually in the middle of teaching a history class while I was still on hold. And I think I went from like lunch till the end of the day.
Seriously?
Yeah. Just sitting on hold.
That's awesome.
And taught a class. But that's pretty much all the basic news we have for tonight. Now we can get into the topic. So the topic tonight, we kind of bounced some ideas off each other, and we always talk Disney cruise lines. We always talk Royal. What about the other cruise lines? What about the ones that we don't talk about so much? So we were just going to kind of just bounce into some of those a little bit. We're going to have a little talk about that, some things that are coming up with them. If people in the chat have different cruise lines they like, we can talk about that.
Yeah, let's not talk about the Royals. Let's not talk about the Carnivals. Let's not talk. We can talk a little Norwegian because they're considered one of the top the big three.
Right. The only thing that I wanted to talk, and we could go right into it, Dave, is with Norwegian is the new Prima, the new ship that's going to come out this winter.
Yes, sir.
Insanity.
That looks awesome.
I'm really excited about that. I'm a new ship guy. I don't know why when they first, like we said, we're not going to talk Royal. I'm sorry, but the Wonder of the Seas. Like,
oh, dude, have you watched the?
I've been watching way too many videos on that. I'm excited to get aboard that soon.
Very soon.
But we can go right into Virgin, and like a lot of people are not familiar with Virgin yet, but obviously everybody knows the Virgin brand with Sir Richard Branson. And that's, if you don't know who Sir Richard Branson is, you are living under a rock. But a lot of things are coming out from Virgin Voyages. They just started their ships just started sailing in the fall. We were lucky. What was it? Probably about 2.5 months ago. We had one of our agents, Steph, on, who was just actually on a Virgin flight ship and gave us the rundown. But the fun part about this is it's adult only.
See, I have a little bit of an issue with that just because I have 2 young kids. But the cruise that we're doing in July is just going to be me and Amanda.
Right.
So maybe this would be fun. And what I like about it right now is on our call last night, they said they are only running about 40 to 50% occupancy.
Right.
And their cruises hold about 2,700 people. Right now, the Scarlet Lady is the only cruise ship out.
Right.
The Valiant Lady is about to start cruising. But if you're at 50% occupancy at 2,700 people, you basically have to run that ship to yourself.
Right. I'm excited about this ship. A lot of things that excite me about it.
Okay.
First off, I like the room setups. If anybody
cool.
They go from pretty much a bed, and then during the day it can be broken down into what would you call that? A sectional couch. And then on the sea terrace, which is their veranda / balcony rooms,
Right.
who doesn't want a hammock?
Oh yeah, please.
Like, that's for me. That's a little selling point, but that wins me over right there. Just sitting on my sea terrace, on my hammock, waiting as I'm going in and leaving Miami. You can't beat that.
Not at all. So check this out. You were talking about the rooms. There is a video or a picture of the room right now. And as you see, it is in couch mode.
So we'll call that day. That's daytime.
That's daytime mode. Yeah. And I haven't found a picture of nighttime mode, but it's all on the tablet that is in your room. But as you see here, here's the hammock on the veranda there. And you go in and you punch on this tablet and it sets it back up into bed mode. And all the lights, as you can see, it has mood lighting there too. How awesome is that?
Right. Like that's really a great opportunity.
Yeah, and what I like too is every one of their food options are free on the ship.
Right. It's all included.
Yep. They have amazing drink packages. They don't do drink packages like the big three do.
No, they call it a bar tab, and that's very adult of them.
Yes, they have, and they set it up where basically instead of giving you like the free drink package or whatever, they give you like a $50 a day credit or a $50. I don't know if it's a day, but at least $50 credit. So I think that you're right. It's very adult of them.
Right.
They also have some very adult themed names for their ice cream shop.
Yeah, I knew about that. I think I might have mentioned it on the episode with Steph.
Can I say it, or are we going to try to stay?
Yeah, let's. If anybody's curious, Google it.
Yeah, and it's very interesting that they're. What's weird about it? What weird is the wrong word. What's interesting about Virgin Cruises, Virgin Voyages, is they don't have a normal theater that people would go normally sit in.
Right.
It's really a multi-purpose room that they have different dance shows in or whatever. And you know about Virgin. Virgin also owns a lot of records. They have a record shop.
That's
how
so
cool is that?
And I know the suites, the suites in the on the ship have record players. So it's kind of like you can kind of go down and trade them out and use them in your stateroom.
That's cool.
Yeah, but like the entertainment, Dave, is like different. What are we looking? Folk tales one, dinner theaters. I don't want to know what the never sleep alone means, but
so here you go. Here is a picture of what this is the Rockstar Suite. And as you can see here, I don't know if I can zoom in, but right here looks like there's a sunbathing deck.
Yeah, it's massive.
Yeah, I mean, that sectional wouldn't even fit in my living room. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is good. So I'm actually looking right here, Dave. I'm looking at the entertainment. So they have a thing called dual reality. Is a Shakespearean tale told through circus acts.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of want to know more about this.
If I've only been on a few cruises, I'm not a big show guy. That's just me.
See, I am.
I don't sit well. So like
color me shocked.
I always have to be doing something, but like these pique my interest a little bit. I might be scared a little bit. There's a lot of different different theme stuff. And then I don't know if you mentioned it, Dave, is the way the dining is set up.
Yeah, I did.
There is no buffet.
Oh, I didn't mention that. But hey,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm still looking at the rooms here. As a former musician myself, as somebody who still plays, I guess I can't say former, but as somebody who has dabbled in guitar playing in my life, am I seeing this right? Do they have guitars in the rooms?
Yep, and you can take it off, and that amp works.
That's a Marshall amp.
Yeah,
that's the same kind of guitar that they play in Kiss.
Yep. Yeah, they're all.
That's a Les Paul.
Yeah, that's top of the line stuff. So the fun part about this, Dave, is like right now, Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady is going out of Miami, and they're making stops in. Hold on a second, I'm trying to load it back up because I wanted to get exactly the. Come on. They have their beach club at Bimini, which is supposed to be amazing. Where else are they going? Puerto Plata.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of
Costa Maya. Wait, does this say Havana, Cuba?
I doubt it.
It says here. She was now scheduled to sail shorter itineraries, performing 4 to 5 night round trip Caribbean cruises to either Havana, Puerto Playa, or Costa Maya, Mexico. All voyages would include a stop at Bimini.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that on here.
Okay.
But I'll take your word for it. But like I'm really intrigued by getting on here. I need to find some time during my schedule this summer between my other cruises, which
Dear Lord.
I know I got to find time between the Alaskan trip and then when
the Wish.
Yeah, Josh, myself, Taylor, a couple other agents hit up the Wish in the middle of August.
I still say you should push it back to October.
Negative, my man. Negative. I want to get on that ship right away. But like that's pretty much that's Virgin Voyages for you. It's adult. It's going to be a lot of fun. All the feedback we've gotten from it has been good.
Except, I mean, Michelle just Googled the ice cream shop.
Yeah, she did. And then one thing that kind of gets overlooked a little bit, Dave, and we talk about this like in our meetings a little bit.
Yeah,
is river cruises. People forget about river cruises, and we got river cruises right here in the United States that go right down major areas. You know what I mean?
Mississippi.
You got the Mississippi. There's New England cruises, the southeastern cruises that hit
Tennessee River.
Is it the Tennessee River?
I think there's one on the Tennessee.
Oh wow! Like I just pulled it up right here. It's like there's a historic one that goes from Charleston, South Carolina to Florida.
Man,
Baltimore round trip. And these people got to understand, river cruises are a little bit different than regular cruises.
Yeah,
those cruises are meant to get into smaller ports, and you go explore those towns and cities. Your time on the ship is pretty much to eat, chill out, and relax, and after you go venture out. But like these places are just like you can go on a cruise, an 8-day, 7-night cruise on the Chesapeake Bay.
I'm trying to pull up a picture of what a river cruise boat looks like here, just to show you people.
AmericanCruiseLines.com.
Yep,
that's who we're registered with.
It's tiny, but here. Here, I'll tell you what. I'll just share the website that I'm on. There you go. That's the picture of the cruise ship. It looks like there's only about 5 floors.
Yeah, that's the best part about it is like you're going to get very well acquainted with everybody on that ship.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, those are they're smaller than anything anybody else is compared to, because everybody's used to Disney, Royal Caribbean, all the big boys, and
now that's kind of cool.
A river cruise is really meant for the exploration of the
port, not the ship itself.
Right, exactly. I mean, they do these in Alaska too.
Yeah.
I mean, and they're a little bit more intense. You know what I mean?
They are.
There's a 15 night. 15-day, 14 nights. So that's 2 weeks. Alaskan Inside Passage cruise. It goes from Seattle and it gets off in Juneau. That's the only thing with a lot of these river cruises. They're like one way, which isn't the end of the world.
It's not, because you're going to a place that probably has an airport. You can fly out, but you get to see part of the country that you normally wouldn't. And I know we're talking cruises, but last night I was watching a YouTube video of a guy doing a cross-country train trip, and just seeing all parts of the country that you normally wouldn't see. It's there's the as the Jason Aldean song, the flyover states, and you get to see the flyover states doing cruises like this. These forgotten about parts of the country, and it's beautiful parts of the country.
So Dave, actually, like you mentioned in that, kind of just pop something into my head a little bit. So as you know, this past weekend I was at the the Travel and Adventure Show in Boston, and we were lucky enough to I'll refer to her as legendary, Samantha Brown. So if you don't know, if you don't know who Samantha Brown is, she is a legendary traveler. And Disney she wants legend. And she wants to do everything authentic. And the first thing she said when she got up there, anytime she travels somewhere, she goes for a walk.
That's cool.
So the phone goes away and she goes for a walk. She wants to dive deep into different parts of the cities and get in touch with the people that really live there. You know what I mean? Everybody said, like, oh, that's all fake for TV. No, it's definitely not with her. Like getting to listen to her talk for an hour and 10 minutes about travel. It was a very eye-opening experience of just put your phone away, put the GPS away, get lost in the city.
That is so tough for me.
It's tough for everybody in today's world because everybody's so attached to these.
Right here. It's in my hand.
turn it off, and go explore.
So
and the thing about it is, I'm gonna Dave. That's after listening to her say that on Sunday morning.
Yeah,
that's in my mindset right now. That's what I'm doing in Seattle. Besides going to Beth's Cafe, like that's like really the only thing on my radar before the cruise.
You gonna go tour T-Mobile Field
as they get it ready for Kenny Chesney.
I mean.
Maybe I'm staying at the same hotel as Kenny.
Are you really?
No, that'd be ideal, wouldn't it? Though
it would. Just like it'd be ideal if I could go hug characters tomorrow.
But yeah, that's my plan of attack now. It's like once we get into Seattle, bags it down. I'm going for a walk. Like I'm going to just explore Seattle on an open plate. And then the other person we got to listen to was Andrew McCarthy. Andrew McCarthy was a big member of the Brat Pack in the 80s. Yeah. People might remember him from Pretty in Pink. What else was he in? He was in, there you go. I love that hat. It's a nice hat.
Oh man, it's green, Bill.
Who else? What else was he in? He was Mannequin. He's been an actor for many years, and he's worked for National Geographic now. And he was talking about pretty much, he was talking about the same thing, and he does it more on like a little bit higher scale. You know what I mean? Bore and stuff like that. But he's not going to the overwater bungalows. He's digging deep in with the people that live there.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, that's what I really got out of this weekend, listening to those people talk. And then the one thing that stuck with me, and this can go for everybody right now. You mean, I know we stole it from Laurie Bond, the hashtag revenge vacation.
Yeah.
The one thing that they kept saying to us over the week, it's okay to travel.
It's
okay to travel.
Yep.
It's okay to travel.
People need to remember it is totally okay to travel now.
It's okay to travel. But
still be careful, be mindful of what's going on. I think I've said this before. I don't want people to think that we are being what's the word I'm looking for? That we are being flippant about the current world situation. But if you are being safe, if you have your shot, if you've been boosted, it's okay to get out and move about the country now.
Right.
Possibly go visit other countries, because other countries are lifting COVID restrictions.
Right. You mean it was weird this weekend, Dave. So we had the travel show.
Yeah.
Guess what Saturday was?
International Day?
No, masks gone in Boston inside.
Oh man.
It was like everything just kind of aligned a little bit.
Let me ask you this as a Boston guy. Will baseball be back for Boston Day?
That's a negative, Ghost Rider.
No.
No, I'm not feeling it.
No.
But that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about cruising today.
Oh, fine.
But the thing about it is I am going to get into some other types of cruises. I know we talked to River Cruise, we talked about Virgin Voyages.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different cruises out there too that people forget about. What is that cruise that you want us all to go on?
The Margaritaville cruise?
No, forget the Margaritaville cruise. The Chris Jericho cruise.
A Rockin' Ranger at sea, baby.
You know what I mean? They have all kinds of themed cruises people forget about. And I mean, those things are an opportunity to kind of kill two birds right there. Is you get to see wrestling. If you're a wrestling fan, you get to meet your favorite wrestlers, and you get to travel on a cruise ship for.
And you get to, if you like hard rock music, Fozzy is the headliner, of course, but Chris Jericho will have a lot of musicians that he idolized. Do you have the lineup?
The only one that I remember off the top of my head was Quiet Riot.
Dude, tell me I could be on a cruise ship with Quiet Riot? Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. I know Dave, you get mad when I bust out these little comments of like, yeah, hey, Matt knows Noma Garcia Power and stuff like that. So the bassist in Fozzy right now, his name's PJ Farley.
You know him, don't you?
Yeah. He was actually in a band up from New York years ago. He was in a band called Ra. He was in Trickster. He's been around, but now he's signed on with Jericho to be the bassist on Fozzy, and they're going to be up here in Rhode Island in a couple weeks. I'm excited about that.
That is awesome.
But the other one that people forget about too, obviously, you got the I call it the Jericho Cruise. Is if you really like heavy metal music and rock music, every January they've done it except for probably 2021. Is Shiprocked. You can't beat Shiprocked. The artists that they put on these ships. So like if I'm just looking right here and like I know we're kind of getting off a little bit. So like headliners on 2021, Lamb of God, Corey Taylor. If you don't know who Corey Taylor is and you like music,
I'll have to look him up.
When you don't know who Corey Taylor is?
No.
Oh, wow, I keep forgetting. You're a little guy from Alabama who likes his country music.
I'm sorry. I'm a country music guy. I just got into 80s rock about 10 years ago.
So Corey Taylor is the lead singer of Slipknot, which I'm assuming you probably heard of.
I know who Slipknot is.
Okay, yeah. So Corey's done doing his own solo tour right now. But like those are opportunities. I remember that Dave years ago. I want to say it was probably 2002, 2003, and they only did this cruise once.
Yeah.
Kenny Chesney did one.
Why am I not shocked?
It was back when he just started the stadium tours, when he started to really blow up.
Yeah.
And the way he did it was he had artists on one ship that was leaving, I want to say Port Canaveral. and artists leaving again out of Miami on the same day. So they had 2 full ships. They went to a private island. Kenny played private for X amount. How many people were on that cruise? The artists that were on the ships switched, and then they came back.
Wow, that's cool. So you laugh at me for being a country music guy.
I'm a country music guy too.
Okay. In January 22nd through 29th, there is a country music cruise. You ready for this? You ready?
What do you got?
Randy Owen, lead singer of Alabama, Clay Walker, the Oak Ridge Boys, Mark Chestnut, Neil McCoy, Pam Tillis, Asleep at the Wheel, John Barry, let's see if anybody else, the Grand Ole Opry, an Elvis tribute artist, dude.
Yeah.
But Randy Owen, the Oak Ridge Boys, Clay Walker, Mark Chestnut, T.G. Shepard, John Barry, Asleep at the Wheel, Pam Tillis. Holy crap. Sign me up for this cruise.
Right. You know what I mean? And I see Michelle put there too. It's like, if we're going country, Brantley Gilbert did one in 18 and 19, right before the OG vid hit us.
Ooh, let's not talk about that.
But like, anytime you have an opportunity to do something like that, that is just
have fun with it too,
right? You know what I mean? And then we can get kind of into some other things of like this river cruises overseas.
Yeah, they go through like Disney Adventures by Disney. They've got the
Disney.
Rhine, they've got the Danube, they've got a bunch of these.
We got Amal Waterways, which most of our agents are registered with, and they do a lot of the river cruises overseas. They are actually, I found out this weekend, so Samantha Brown's show is on PBS, in Amal Waterways is one of the sponsors of the show.
There you go.
You mean, but like these are river cruises of like I'm looking here, like Egypt, the Nile River, some Christmas stuff, Colombia. Like these are really like nice river cruises where you can, those are like, it might be just due to the fact that we live here. Like the only one of the river cruises on the United States that piques my interest is probably going down the Mississippi. But like these river cruises overseas, because they're getting into this, like we said, the smaller ports, the smaller towns, and you get to really explore from a different angle.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm responding to Sabrina here, said, so when are you coming up to Nashville for CMA Fest, Dave? I'm responding saying hopefully soon, someday. That's only an hour away from me.
So. That has been on. So, wow, another story about that one. I bought tickets for that.
Tell me not in 2020.
No, 02, 03.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, like, and I couldn't go. I screwed up my schedule like big time. Like I couldn't, like I bought the tickets and like 2 weeks later it was like, there is no shot I could pull it off.
Yeah. And
I gave my tickets to a friend of mine. And then she got back from Nashville and was like, you have to go to this. And I've done everything in my power to try to make it. And I'm 0 for like 12 now.
This year, June 9th to June 12th.
Still doesn't fit my schedule.
Baseball. I know.
Yep.
Let's see if I've got anything on this calendar this year.
And the thing about it is like, you need to kind of jump on it quickly.
Yeah.
Just so you can get like better seats. Like right now I looked, the stadium seats are up in the high 300s, which isn't bad. Like I don't mind where I sit for a concert. I'm not that guy, but like I will be in Nashville in early January 2023 for the American Baseball Coaches Association annual convention again.
What is it? Do you think there'll be a home game?
Home game?
Titans? Is it early January or late January?
No, it's always playoff time. So the weird part about it is I was in Nashville when the Titans played the Patriots in New England for Tom Brady's last game in New England. It was so weird. Like we were in a Patriots bar.
Is that the game where we beat y'all?
Did you play? Were you playing?
I'm a Titans fan through and through, sir.
Anybody in athletics that uses the word "we,"
I know.
I'm not a "we" guy. Like
I'm allowed to say "we" when it's Alabama because I went to Alabama, so
yes,
I'm part of Alabama.
That's a different story. But like back to cruises, like people forget, like Prince. I know I'm trying to keep us on track so I don't get hate mail. But like Princess Cruise Lines, like I'm not very familiar with Princess Cruise Lines, so I think Dave, probably over the next couple of weeks. I know one of our agents is currently on Princess Cruise Lines right now. We'll probably have her on in a couple of weeks again.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And get some feedback on this. What you mean?
There are Holland Cruise Lines. There's Celebrity. I know it's owned by Royal.
I love Celebrity, and I don't know. It's just due to probably my infatuation with Captain Kate McHugh and her cat Bug.
Bug.
Yeah, just go into TikTok. That's all you got to do.
Okay.
That's. She became really big on TikTok during COVID and.
Okay.
She's borderline celebrity now. Don't get me wrong. I've tried to shoot some emails to her to see if I could get her on the podcast, but they moved her to the new ship.
That would be awesome.
They moved her. She was on the Celebrity Edge, and they moved her to Celebrity. I want to say like Apex. I don't even think whatever the ship is. It's not even in the water yet.
Really?
Yeah. And she's over in Sweden with it.
That's cool.
Like my dream scenario was that maybe her contract would be up and Disney Cruise Lines would give her money, big money. Since if people aren't familiar, is like the Wish is supposed to be female dominant. Remember it's the captain of the ship is Minnie. It's not Mickey.
Oh, you're right.
It's very female based. What other way to do it is have the biggest female captain out there right now in Captain Kate McHugh, but she stayed on with Celebrity and took over the new ship, which is going to be out, I think, by the fall. I think that's the word.
Okay, cool. Do we know, speaking of the Wish, do we know who the godmother of the ship will be yet?
They have not announced that yet. I think they still.
I see some people who are asking for Jodie Benson.
I've seen that. I've seen what's the name? Adina Menzel. I've seen what's her name? What's the other one? Kristen Bell.
Kristen Bell, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with Kristen Bell or Jodie Benson. What about Paige O'Hare?
Another good option.
Yeah. I mean, we could always do. I mean, what is it? Mariah Carey is of the fantasy or something like that.
Yeah, probably.
Jennifer Hudson is one of the ships. I think so. If we're going with that, they've got divas. So why don't we get somebody like Christina Aguilera, who's got some Disney ties?
Right. Well, now that Britney Spears is kind of not under lock and key anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if she aligns with the Disney brand, judging by her Instagram posts lately. But anyway, that's pretty much. I think we've talked cruises to death. As the picture says, the alt cruises, the alternative cruises. Right. I really think that that there are a lot of good cruises out there that. People want to sometimes say, oh, let's go on a cruise. All right, let's look at Royal Caribbean. Let's look at Norwegian. Right. Let's look at Carnival. Look at doing a river cruise. Look at doing some of these other cruises that these ships are, dare I say, immaculate. One that we hadn't talked about much, and I don't know if our agency deals with it much. So, Matt, you could probably tell me if I'm going off the rails here. MSC, look at their ships.
Yep.
There are some amazing ships out there that you just have. They're a Google away, and your travel agent can help you find that cruise out there. Yeah. So
there's a cruise. The thing about it is and I use this term because not everybody's a cruise person.
Right.
But if you're a cruise person, there's something out. If you ever had it in your back of your head that like, man, I'd always want to try a cruise, there's a cruise out there for you to try. I mean, there's so many different lines, so many good lines. No matter if you want to stay in the Caribbean, you want to take one to Hawaii, Alaska, like we are, you do something, a river cruise overseas, you want to do a transatlantic. There is an option for everybody out there. And a Go Gal Getaways agent is always available to help you pick that best destination.
Yep. The one thing I've always loved about cruising is my wife and I vacation very differently. Matt, I made fun of you earlier, but I'm very much the same way you are. I can't lay on a beach because my mind here, when I can hear my mind think, it's not a good thing.
Is it like the little monkey with the
the
symbols?
That, and then your brain just goes through everything you have to be doing later. So I like to do things like Disney is my ideal vacation,
right,
because you're off doing things and exploring and finding more. A cruise ship marries the both of those. You could go and do as much as you want on the cruise ship, or you can lay by the pool and have somebody bring you a gin and tonic or
right.
whatever you want. So if you are like me and my wife Amanda, cruising is the perfect option for you. And there's more than just 2 or 3 cruise companies go do it. And we're here to help you find whatever the best cruise ship is.
Exactly.
Cruise company is. So, Matt, I think
we hit it.
Yeah. So take him home, sir.
Hopefully we're going to be back next week. Next week is the episode where we're kind of not sure if anybody's going to be available. Dave's going to be in Florida. Josh is obviously MIA, and I can't do this by myself.
You could.
I'm not old enough yet. Make sure to like and subscribe to the Go Gal Getaways YouTube channel. Make sure to hit that bell so you know when the next episode's going to be. Make sure to go to Facebook. We got the new Facebook group, Go Gal Getaways. It's got all kinds of information about cruising, all kinds of information about Disney parks, everything you need to know. Instagram, Go Gal Getaways again. We're everywhere. Hey, Dave, remember, we're on TikTok too.
Yeah.
Other than that,
hey,
there you go. Facebook / Go Gal Getaways. Easy enough. Trying to keep it simple. Make sure to like and follow on that page. We put out, like we said, a lot of good information. Hopefully, we'll be back next week. Dave, enjoy Florida.
Oh, I will. You'll probably get lots of pictures, lots of videos. Because good point. Check out the brand new website done by Josh and Taylor.
And at the bottom, you can subscribe to our new newsletter, our monthly newsletter.
Impressive. Oh, and there will be the survey. Please take that survey. That helps us better serve you, the customer.
Right. But other than that, Dave, you know what time it is.
Is it that time?
Yep, we're out to plan your next vacation. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye, guys.